Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are gonna discuss about dashboard symbols in a car. So without wasting time, let's just get started. As you all will be knowing about this symbol, this is a seatbelt warning symbol. It indicates that seatbelt is not fastened when ignition is on. It will be continuously on if the seatbelt is not fastened above 4 kmph. When the vehicle speed goes above 25 kmph, seatbelt alarm will be audible for everyone. As you all will be familiar with this symbol, this indicates low fuel, illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on, illuminates when fuel level is low. First bar on fuel gauge will start blinking when fuel level is low. Refuel the fuel tank as soon as possible. Important note to be pointed here. The warning light will start flashing if there is any fault in fuel system. So contact a authorized service center immediately. This is an indication of low oil pressure. It illuminates when ignition is switched on. Once engine is started, it turns off. It also illuminates continuously if there is insufficient oil pressure. So here you will have to note to stop the vehicle as soon as safety permits and switch off the engine as soon as possible. This is an indication of electronic power assisted steering. It illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on and also illuminates when there is a fault in EPAS. In this case, you will have to contact a authorized service center immediately. This is for people who are having diesel cars. It indicates glow plug. Illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on to indicate that the glow plugs are active. Okay? And it will continuously illuminate when engine is getting preheated. So in this case, start the engine only after the indicator turns off. This symbolizes anti-lock brake system. Illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on. It also illuminates continuously if there is any malfunction in ABS. Normally, braking system will be operational without any assistance of ABS. If in case it illuminates continuously, you will have to contact a authorized service center immediately. So this is the symbol of battery charging. It illuminates when ignition is switched on. Once engine is started, it turns off. It will continuously illuminate when there is a malfunction of charging system. And also you can disconnect the negative terminal first and reconnect it last. If this also doesn't work, you have to contact a authorized service center immediately. Malfunction indication lamp. This illuminates when ignition is switched on. Once engine is started, it turns off. It remains on for any engine related fault that may increase emission levels of the vehicle beyond the regulatory norms. In that case, contact an authorized service center for rectification purpose. This is an indication of press the clutch pedal. The clutch pedal light is just a reminder that the clutch needs to be pressed in before the engine can be started. Once the clutch pedal is depressed, the light should go off and you can just start your journey. It also appears even when idle start-stop button is activated in traffic signals. So this is an indication of immobilizer. It illuminates when the system disables engine start if the original key is not used. And lamp will blink while the vehicle is in immobilized condition when key is not inserted. And then the lamp will be on if there is a problem with your key or system. So in this case, you will have to contact a authorized service center as soon as possible. This is also a familiar symbol. This says about turn signal, indicates direction indicated by the turn signal, blinks along with buzzer while operating left or right turn indicator only when ignition is switched on. So this is also a familiar symbol for you guys. It's about high beam. It illuminates when the high beam headlights are switched on or flashed. This indicates park brake. It illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on. Once parking brake is released, it turns off. If it remains on, it indicates that the brake fluid level is low. And if you have applied park brake, it then also appears on the cluster. And then as soon as you release the park brake, it turns off. And also it indicates that ABS and EBD system has a fault. And now this is an indication of fog lamp. This indicator light will display if your fog lights are turned on. So this is about hazard lights. Hazard lights are used to warn those cars surrounding them that there is an issue with your vehicle. So this is an indication to check your engine, and it illuminates when ignition is switched on. Once engine is started, it will turn off. So it will also illuminate continuously if a fault arises in engine management system. So you will have to again contact a authorized service center immediately or as soon as possible. These two are the symbols of coolant temperature. Firstly, let's talk about low coolant temperature, which is indicated in the blue color. So it illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on. It also illuminates when engine coolant temperature is low. And then it turns off when engine coolant temperature is normal. Next, we'll move on to high coolant temperature, which is indicated in red color. This illuminates momentarily when ignition is switched on, and also illuminates when engine coolant temperature is very high and continuously flashes along with the buzzer if engine coolant temperature is very high. And in this case, you will have to switch off the engine and allow it to cool, and then immediately you will have to contact a authorized service center as soon as possible. So this is also for people who are having diesel cars. It indicates water in fuel. Illuminates when ignition is switched on. Once engine is started, it turns off. And also it illuminates continuously if excess water is accumulated in the fuel filter. In this case, you will have to contact an authorized service center to drain the water immediately to avoid serious damage to the fuel injection system. This is an indication of low tire pressure. TPMS is to alert you when tire pressure is too low and could create unsafe driving conditions. In these kind of conditions, you will have to contact an authorized service center immediately. This is an indication of traction control light. If this symbol appears on your cluster, you should not drive in such conditions. And this is also a sign that your car's speed sensors and wires are damaged. And then you will have to take your car to an authorized service center as soon as possible. So this is an indication of low windshield washer fluid level. This warning light indicates that your windshield washer fluid is low. To just make this indicator disappear, you will have to refill the windshield water fluid if necessary.